One Piece is finally back with its chapter 1132 titled Adventure in Elbaf. Let's get into this review because I'm very excited. I missed One Piece for so long. Obviously, we don't have the anime until April of next year, so it's gonna be all manga videos this time. Let's get into the review. Let's get it. Starting off the chapter, we get to see some familiar faces in this kid giant named Column and the bar lady. Column seems very excited about meeting the man that even Shanks was talking about, the new world-renowned Emperor of the Sea, Straw Hat Luffy. Obviously, when we see a kid in the beginning of a One Piece arc, it usually means that this kid will have an integral role in this arc and maybe in future arcs as well. Like for example, Bonnie, Momonosuke, and Tama. They all led up to have an integral role of their arcs and future arcs, except for Tama, of course. Column is going to the Sun World, the second layer of Elbaf, to meet Luffy and the others, but also deliver the food to Riley, that's a new name for us, and what I presume that is gonna be Polun's father, okay? It's interesting to get names we haven't heard of these random giants who maybe will be a part of this giant story in the end. Later on, we see Stanson and Haradin going back as they promised to bring this feast to Luffy, okay? And then they meet or they see the great ship Eric, okay, the giant warrior pirate ship, and the other straw hats that are on it as well. Apparently, they're all gonna ride on this enormous rainbow. What? What? What the f? When I saw that, I was like, nah, this gotta be a mistranslation here. Nope, they are actually going to ride on the rainbow. Get this, that the giants drew themselves. So this rainbow is actually manufactured by the giant. Like, how sick is that, bro? Like, that's so adventurous. That is so fantastical. I love to see that in this story. It brings back the essence of the One Piece story itself. So, to get to the second realm where the Elbaf village lies, they have to ride on top of this rainbow. Amazing stuff. I know we have been through a lot in the new world, but in no way, shape or form have we seen this type of adventure to this extent in the new world. No way. Before the time skip, yes, Skypiea. We flew up this knock-up stream to get to the Sky Island, like that was crazy, okay? But in the new world, we haven't had really a lot of this adventure feeling in the story. Now, he's bringing it back. The GOAT Oda is bringing back the essence of One Piece. He's bringing back why we love the series so much. We also get to see one of the most heartwarming, satisfying scenes in the entire post-Egghead Island stuff. And another satisfying thing is we get to see Bonnie finally going on this grand adventure with her father, and she gets to live it as a kid. We see her in her kid form, and she just gets to be a kid. That is so wonderful because of how Bonnie and her mother like having this tragic past as well. So this is so heartwarming. This is so satisfying to see that Bonnie can actually like go on this grand adventure and have a lot of fun with the Straw Hats. And yeah, it's epic, bro. It's so epic. Moving on. The comedy in this chapter was also pretty amazing. Like true One Piece adventure comedy. Like it really reminds me of Skypiea. Like there was this hilarious part where the giants were like giving the wrong explanation about, yeah, okay, we have to ride on this rainbow to get to Elbaf. They're like, no, not that. Frankie's like, not that part. Explain to us, how the hell are we riding on this giant rainbow? Like, that's not even possible, bro. Like, how are we doing this? And yeah, that's so funny to me. Like, and especially I like when these I don't want to call them side characters because they are in part of the Straw Hat crew, but I mean the characters that does not get to shine a lot. For example, like Robin, Frankie, they do not have a lot of, maybe Robin has, but Frankie does not have a lot of dialogue. So I love to see him like slightly leading the crew here and trying to get explanations about what the heck is going on. Then we cut to Luffy and he's with Jared and Goldberg? What? What the hell happened between him and Loki? When they asked him what he was doing in the demon realm, why did he look like that? He looked very distraught. It's very unlike Luffy to look that scared or even follow somebody else's orders. But then again, Loki probably bribed him, knowing how Luffy is intrigued by Shanks. He probably told him, if you want this Shanks information and what Shanks was doing here on Elbaf, you gotta free me up, okay? I'm the one tied on these chains. I'm the one been sitting here for 6 years. You gotta free me and then I'll tell you the information, okay? But it's very unlike Luffy to keep that secret shut, and like he was, I don't know, he looked a little bit weird. He looked a little bit stressed about that, about them, like him telling the truth, you know? So that was a bit of a weird one, okay? He didn't want to tell the truth to Jared and Goldberg, so he just moved the conversation somewhere else, okay? So yeah, Loki probably told him, you gotta do this, but you gotta keep our secret shut. I don't want nobody knowing about this plan we have, me and you. And finally, we get everybody coming together. The ship, the guys that were on the giant pirate ship are sailing on the rainbow, coming down, and the other guys, they're on these island clouds going to the Elbaf village, and they all meet like approximately at the same place. Then we get more exposition about the Elbaf island, and this is where I found stuff very intriguing. Let me get to it. The Elbaf island itself has 3 layers, alright? The first layer is the underworld, the place called Hell, the place that nobody would ever want to go, okay? That's where Loki is held captive. And then you have the second layer, and there lies all of the villages, you know? And we only know of the Elbaf village, like the giant where Dory and Brogy is. That's the only part we know. But it is hinted at in this story, okay, in this chapter, it is hinted at that there are a lot more villages that we knew nothing about, okay? And plus one more thing, the upper part of Elbaf we know next to nothing about, okay? We know not a lot of stuff. It's called the astral part, okay? First there's the underworld, okay, the under part, okay? Then there is the sun part, okay, the sun world if you want to call it that. And there's the astral part, the astral world. What do they mean by that? Why haven't we found anything about that stuff? They showed us exposition here, right here. They showed us this and this. There are different villages here on Elbaf Island. We have maybe these guys are from here, these guys are from here, but we get nothing about the astral, the top of the top line of the village. Like, why did we do that? And interesting fact, in the end of the chapter, I'm not gonna go over all of it because a lot of stuff to cover in this chapter, so I'm gonna leave it up for next video as well. But in the end of this chapter, okay, and I quote, do not overstay your welcome here. Okay, and this is written by Louis Arnott, Explorer. Okay, this guy is from a book in the One Piece story, okay, and we have first heard about him when? Guess when? We first heard about this guy back at Little Garden. Oh my god! If that is not some piece of fantastical, like extremely good writing, then I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, guys. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know, what do you think? Who lives on the top of the Elbaf Island, and why did Luffy seem so distraught about this stuff that he has with Loki, okay? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and yeah, see you guys next time. Haki Review out.